What's going on, fellow gamblers? Welcome back to Straight Betting. Today is Tuesday, November 11th. A little late look stream, trying to find some late value. I am joined here by a famous YouTuber named Land Your Bets. Josh, how we doing?
Good, man. How you doing, Ty? I appreciate the really over embellished intro for sure.
I'm doing great, man. I'm just ready to find some stuff. As you can see here on the Underdog feed, they are showing Nico Harrison's feed. Josh, what's your thoughts on that, man? What's your thoughts on Nico Harrison, good old Nico getting fired?
He knew he was getting fired at the press conference with Jason Kidd, where Jason Kidd was just probably like tied to the chair by his like a shackle on his ankle that we couldn't see because he did not want to be there. And then Nico was basically sitting there being like, if I got to be the fall guy, I'll be the fall. He said that verbatim. If I got to be the fall guy, I'll be the fall guy. And now that's the conversation. Like, he's the fall guy. Like, this is everybody's fault who is not playing basketball on the court for that team. So, yeah, it's a disaster. My Mavs fan, I have like two friends that are Mavs fans. They're over hoop right now. Like, they're just done with basketball right now. They feel nothing at Nico Harrison's firing. So, like, they're numb, basically.
Yeah, I honestly don't even blame him either, dude. Like, if like Tim Connolly pulled some bullshit like trading like Ant for LeBron or something, I'd probably feel the same way. Like, honestly, like it would kill all connection I had to that team. Like, genuinely. Are you a Laker fan?
No, God, no. I am a Knicks fan.
Okay.
So whatever you want to do with that. Somewhat tortured. Maybe we're on the up and up. It's a long journey for Knicks fans right now.
Yeah. Knicks are looking good, man. I think finals is in the range of outcomes for you. So
it is. It's a reasonable outcome for them.
Right. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, hey, let's get into some of the stuff. Let's go game by game here. Nets and Raptors. So I saw some last minute injury news, and Josh, I don't know if you've been on top of the injury news today. I personally haven't. But was there any significant injuries for the Raptors or Nets that you caught on to?
No, not that I have written down. For the wait, let me pull this one back up. Sandro Mamukelashvili was questionable. I just wanted to be able to like prove that I could say his name because I learned that a while back. And then Day'Ron Sharpe was potentially going to play, and he's not. I do think that is relevant to Clowney and to Claxton.
It definitely is, and Claxton has a pretty good matchup here because if we look at some problem this year. Obviously, Claxton is doing all of his work for the most part in the paint, specifically the restricted area. Toronto isn't exactly great at limiting that. But Josh, I'm going to kick it to you first. Do you have any strong opinions on any of these props in this game here?
I do like Clowney. I kind of have to bet on Noah Clowney in this game because I bet on him last game for the first time, watching his minutes rise. And of course, that was the game that he went 0 for 7 from 3 and then just played 22 minutes because that game was over by the second quarter. So, look, the blowout is always a threat with Brooklyn. Clowney should be relatively blowout proof. Like, they need to be losing by 35 or 40 for Clowney to not play normal minutes. If they're losing by 15 to 20, 25, like, I think he's still good to go. 25 is probably the cap where they're like, okay, bring the actual edge of the bench off onto the court. But like high 20s, low 30s should be his projection if this game is reasonably like within 15 points. And even though it's like the Raptors have done a great job limiting 3-pointers, you can see on the zone there, they're like 4th limiting attempts from 3. And that's where, due to shooting it's like 50% of his points are coming from the 3-point line. I just didn't take the threes because not necessarily just because of that, but also he's getting free throws. This team's not good down low. He is getting some points down low. So like, this is still a great bet. And I have to come back to it after it dropped a point, all because of terrible shooting in a horrible situation. So if it doesn't happen again, I'm still not even going to be that mad because I still think he's going to be a good read at like 30 minutes a night moving forward for Brooklyn.
Yeah, no, I agree with that too. And you mentioned like no Day'Ron Sharpe. I mean, dude, they don't have like a backup center unless I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I'm not the biggest like Nets guy, but I think that Danny Wolf and all those first round picks that they had.
I think Wolf is hurt. Like, there's nothing like that coming in. There's no random dude like that coming in. Who was the other like center? It was the dude from Gonzaga. That whatever it was, he was coming in for a while. Forget his name now, like Tremby or whatever it was. But no, they're all gone. So. Yeah, I think like you said, it's 30 minutes. They don't have a real rotation, so there's not like we really need to break it down too far. I genuinely don't have anything else for you on the Nets other than Noah Clowney gets a lot of points because he gets a lot of usage in minutes, and that's really it, you know?
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll share
Did you have
my.
anything for this one?
I do. I really like RJ Barrett, and he dropped for a little bit. So I got negative CLV on this guy. So Novig, of course, guys. Novig is going to have like the best number in market, especially closer to tip a lot of the time. So highly recommend checking that out. Use code BEN if you haven't already. It's a good tool. But yeah, I'm on RJ Barrett over 19.5 points. So Josh, if we look down in here, obviously spot up and transition, just rinse, repeat, wash your hands, whatever, dude. It's the same shit every time with the Nets. They suck ass. They're probably the worst defense. They are the worst defense in the league by defensive rating. And RJ, he's been pretty good this year, man. Over in 7 out of 10, averaging 20.7 points per game. When you look at some of the other stuff, I mean, Barrett averages the most points in transition on the Raptors and the most spot up points on the Raptors out of the mid four, the mid four of Quickly, Barnes, and Ingram and himself. So I think it's the best matchup for him, man. And I'm just not overthinking this. The Nets stink.
Yeah, that's simple enough. Like I don't know what the real threat is to the bet other than the other dudes on his team just not giving him usage, but he seems to want to just take it. So I'm with it. Yeah. You're just going points, you said?
Just going points. I did kind of like PA, but I like PA a little bit too. 23.5. I think he touches the ball a little bit more. Quickly, he's probably going to get blitzed in the pick and roll.
Yeah, you have to really break it down like that deeply to figure it out between Quickly and him and Barnes and even Ingram. So like, if I was gonna go for anything, I would probably stick to just one thing or just like the points, or just know that a guy is going to be out there for some reason for a lot more minutes maybe, and then take PRA just because of the amount of time he's out there. But I don't have any way to distinguish. I picked a bet for the Nets over even talking about the Raptors because that's how much I don't know about the Raptors. So
yeah. That's fair, man. And the only reason I'm betting on a Raptor is because they're playing the Nets. And I feel like I think I bet against the Nets with an over on like a non-point guard every single game. So
makes total sense.
Yeah, that's mine here. All right, Memphis Knicks. So Josh, some decent injury news, some actually very impactful injury news in my opinion came in with this one. We don't have Mitchell Robinson today. Mitch is going to dictate the hell out of the glass, and he is one of the best defenders in the league. I'm sure you know that. The drop-off between Mitch and Cat at center.
Brutal.
But so as a Knicks fan, how do you see this being impacted with no Mitch?
I'm actually a little bit legit nervous that it's a trap game because they've got the Magic. I think it's tomorrow. This is a West Coast team or Western Conference team. It's a West Coast. It's Memphis, Tennessee, which is like the Appalachian Trail on the east. But either way, it's a Western Conference team. And so it's like a little bit just out of sight, out of mind until they show up on your court. The vibes are so low in Memphis that I mean, the 9.5 points makes sense. The Knicks have been walloping teams by 22 points a game the last 4. They played some duty. They've also played the Timberwolves. Like, I think there's some legitimacy. I love Mike Brown, so I believe in everything that's happening to them because he was the perfect guy to come in right after Tibbs, especially, and actually like have a smile on his face and then really care about defense and then really give everybody an actual chance to play basketball and not run his guys into the ground. So, like, this is perfect for them. This should be a blowout. The only thing would be if they're overlooking this game and the defense down low. If Ja does go off, I mean, I like an under for him on everything. I'll keep taking under like 34.5 PRA if he's playing a top 10 defense all season. Talk about like a dude who needs to be ahead to like have the sort of, I don't know, a good attitude to keep going. If they're behind and he's just like, all right, let's throw the towel in. Coach Isola, they're not getting along. It's all bad. So it should be a 10-point win or more for the Knicks. Again, just I can't get into their mentals and decide if they're going to show up or not.
Yeah. So it's in the Garden, which scares me a little bit, for like blowout concerns, right? If this game was in Memphis, I would be like, I really don't have a ton of concerns about it being a blowout because,
right.
Like I said, I think that like I watched Cat. Like I said, I'm a Wolves fan, man. I've watched Cat try to defend at the 5 for a long time, but can Ja take advantage of that? Probably not. He's probably going to shoot like 6 for 20. But Josh, what are you thinking about Cat points and rebounds? This was him because he started off the year poor. He was dealing with a quad, did not look like himself. I mean, without Brunson and with Mitch, he was at 38 points and rebounds per, just like for his average in games with Brunson without Mitch, 67% hit rate. Jock Landale matchup.
It's nice. Yeah, is that who's starting now?
Uh, I
I
yeah,
don't even
Jock
know who.
Landale starting five for Memphis.
Awesome. Good for him. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to talk trash on Jock Landale as part of the bet, but I don't think that he's going to be able to do much with Cat. Is Cat going to show up? Like, I haven't bet on the Knicks all season. I tried a Miles McBride bet because they were supposed to blow a team out and they didn't, and then he sucked and whatever. And I'm just kind of out now because I do think they have a legit rotation that I can't just like depend on one or two guys or specifically which stat they're going to get each night. So I know a couple people that do like Cat today, and I don't have anything that tells me to like. There's no edge. There's no angle that I have.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You're saying the angle is no Mitch, right?
I think no Mitch makes a difference because he was going to get guarded by Jaren Jackson, and now he's starting at the 5 and getting guarded by Jock Landale. And Cat at the 5 is a monster. Cat at the 4 in specific matchups is fine, but when he can, just be that trailer, spaced out, good spacing around him. I think I'm going to wait to see if Josh Hart starts or not, because if Josh Hart starts, then Jaren's going to guard Hart and just camp in the paint and leave him wide open and be able to help on Cat's drives.
Right.
But if they have spacing, I think the drives are really going to be there, and I don't think Landale can hold Cat's nutsack. So
then I think, yeah, that's fair. I think you might be talking about taking some Cat assists and some Josh Hart threes at that point, if that made sense. If you wanted to really dive into it. What's Cat's assist at right there? Or Hart's three, whichever one.
That's Cat's assists are at 2.5 with juice over. He's been diming this year.
Is it juice though, or I can't see those odds?
Yeah, minus 174. Or Profit X has a minus 140.
Yeah.
But,
Yep. Yeah, I would have been in on 2.5, like flat, like minus 115 around there.
Yep.
And then the threes for Josh Hart, I guess, like I'm not going to touch that when I know he has like a nerve damage in a finger. So
yeah, but he will get them up. Like Josh Hart will get those threes up if he's getting guarded by Jaren, because he's going to be wide the hell open. Jaren, that's one thing I noticed with Jaren is he's obviously a shot blocker, especially if he's guarding a non-shooter. He is just going to go for block shots, and he's not even going to know where the hell his man is on the court.
Yep.
So let's see. I guess before you, Josh, you go ahead.
No, I would say I'm with it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm waiting to see if Hart's going to be off the bench, and if they're starting like Shamit or Deuce and they have great spacing, I'm going to be on some Cat points and rebound stuff. But I guess
matchup wise, real quick, we're talking about the Grizz. I have no idea. Never mind. I'm like trying to think. Would they want to go bigger? Would they want to play? It would be Shamit if anybody, but like not. It'll probably be Hart would be my guess. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah,
Hart. Yeah, Hart. I would think Hart too. Give the man his starting spot back.
Yeah. I'm with it.
Okay, we have a couple questions coming in. One said Jock Landale is so bad, had to watch him for 2 years in Houston. Another one we got is Coward over 1.5 threes. So,
right,
Josh, Coward, kind of a stud in my opinion. I've bet on him once, an under, and he shot like shit, but he passed the eye test.
Yeah, he's good. He's legit.
Do you have any thoughts on him?
Yeah, I do. I was pulling this up real quick. I think I was really eyeing the boards more than anything. Once you get up to like 12.5 points for him, I think that's pretty reasonable. These 15, like he's at 15 a night. This 12.5 is something he's beaten consistently, but if there's just a lot of ways this goes wrong in terms of the Knicks just owning them. At the same time, if the blowout, I think, does help him. He's been up to like high 20s on the minutes, right? No matter what. So like, I don't know why that wouldn't continue. It's just a bad matchup. And again, like don't have much of an edge when like there's the likelihood that he's going up against good defenders when he is out there with the Knicks. So that's kind of it. But the boards were the 5.5 boards were really speaking to me just because he's been like soaring over that line in the last 3. And the rebound chances have been at about like 14, 9, and 14. So like if he's at like 12 to 13 rebound chances, I like it, but it's a small sample size of him playing like this in the last like 4 or 5 games. So I was just like, this is not something I need to mess with right now, to be honest. Yeah. No, and I didn't answer the question about the threes because I would like that more than anything. Did you have opinion on threes? That would be the thing in addition to the boards, the only 2 ways I'd go.
I really like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope's threes.
Okay.
But same reasoning for Coward, man. It just Knicks are a heavy gap team. They're going to sit in the gaps. They're going to overhelp. And they're going to try to limit stuff in the paint, especially when Cat is their rim protector, right? They don't even want shots going up there. So they're going to be in the gaps heavily, as you can see. They allow the most above the break threes, 5th most points to spot up. I mean, it's just who's it going to be who gets the
Well,
shots?
that's the thing. That's a perfect segue. You just said, who's it going to be? As I was going to literally interrupt you to say that. Do you see the last comment from DFS says Aldama Knight, question mark, right? Like that question in and of itself is the reason I don't want to bet on Coward, is like I start looking at all these stretch bigs that could play well against the Knicks lazy. I'll just call it lazy to the 3-point line defense from their bigs. You can say they want to stay home. Cat's just lazy wherever he is. So there's going to be open threes for bigs for sure. It's just, is it going to be Coward? Is it going to be Santi? Is it going to randomly be like Vince Will in the corner who they leave alone? I'm just kind of out on the Grizzlies in general, and other than unders, because nobody's getting more than 28, 29 minutes, like period.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what kept me off. I had KCP in the bet slip. It was about to be my first bet of the day. And I was like, because one thing with KCP, though, is that the Knicks so far this year have been more above the break friendly, obviously, rather than corners. And KCP, weirdly enough, he's typically a corner camper, right? But
yeah,
that's not.
You know what I would look up? What I would look up is because if you look at that defensive chart for the Knicks, and I'll do this real quick, but like if you look at that defensive chart for the Knicks, that is the Kings defensive zone chart before Mike Brown left. Now they're good against spot ups and terrible against everything else. With Mike Brown, they give up all the spot ups and they pressure the ball. And like you said, they just get in the lanes. But that, like, if you're open from three, then you're like, if you're at the 3-point line, the pass gets to you, you're probably open. I don't want to have to spell. I'm going to do this real quick for Contavious because I think it's versus Kings last 5 games, whatever. Because I think that's relevant. Like if he was scoring against that team. So he's averaging like 10 points per game on like 4 3 attempts. So like, I don't know. Is he shooting more than like 4 or 5 a game right now from 3?
He's not. And that's why I didn't play it. He's so on the year, he's at 3.9 attempts per game.
Yeah.
I plus 131. And I don't know if I can get there. I think he probably shoots like 4 or 5.
If he got to 5, I would take plus money. Other than that, I'm probably out. Yeah.
I guess like KCP just to see how he tends to fare with 4 to 5 3-pointers attempted, because that's probably where I'd have him at. And
right. It's like 1.5. It's just a gamble, you know?
Yeah.
Might be too much gamble for me.
Yeah. I mean, but 53% hit rate with 4 to 5 attempts, you know, you're getting some plus money. It's probably,
it could be worse. No doubt. It could be worse.
100%. Okay. Let's go over to Boston at Philly. So no Joel Embiid. Josh, do you have an opinion on how Philly's defense changes without Embiid?
Better. They don't have a guy on the court who's like dragging his right leg because he can't move it efficiently. So like better. And then like rebounding is way better because you have Drummond on the court for 28 minutes.
Yeah. No, that's very true. Rebounding is way better.
Do you think it gets anything different?
So I think so. If you like look at like the season long numbers, right? Like let's go to Jaylen Brown, for instance, right? Like pick and roll handler, obviously Embiid can't move. So they're in a drop nonstop, right? And obviously pick and roll handler is going to get a lot from that. Joel Embiid also can't run back on defense. I think that
you know what's worse about him not being able to run back on defense is that he's always standing at the 3-point line on offense and still not running back, which means one of the dudes who's supposed to be in the role of get back on defense to stop the transition is just not doing that every time. So yeah, they're second worst in transition defense.
Yeah. So it's kind of tough to gauge, man, because it's like, are they going to be this bad against a pick and roll handler? Are they going to be this bad against transition? Probably not. I think Drummond, if Drummond plays a little bit, he's pretty damn old. He can't really move. He's kind of just chilling in drop 2. But Bona is like one of those athletic centers who will get up and press you if you're good enough and stuff. So it's kind of just tough to read without Embiid. But do you have any thoughts on this game?
Well, I want to see the panic comment there at the bottom, the most recent one, that the rating is 10 points better without Embiid. Can you go to like Maxi real quick and then like filter it without Embiid to see who they played when Embiid was out real quick?
Detroit, Cleveland, Brooklyn, and Orlando.
Detroit, Cleveland, Cleveland definitely did not help that. I'm just gonna do one thing, which is like see if the on-off court numbers are the same as this, like without stuff with him. because that to me is the much better statement. But like, yeah, Drummond's not like coming in and being like Dikembe Mutombo in a way that like, makes a massive difference, I would guess.
Oh no, he's a bad defender. Like
Right.
he's not as
So,
probably not as bad as Embiid, but close.
yeah. So Joel Embiid on court, 124.6 defensive rating.
Jeez.
Joel Embiid off court, 112 defensive rating. So
Okay.
like that's why I don't bring that up to like shit on anyone. I bring it up to be like, when you look at without for a whole game, that sample size is not the same as on off court, for example, right? Like when he's playing in the game but he's not on court, just as relevant as when he's just not playing in the game at all, and you just forget about all those minutes. And that 10 points difference in defensive rating with him off court, 10 points better per 100, that's probably a more telling statement to me.
Agreed.
Yeah.
100%. So some Celtic stuff, man. I guess Pritchard was a little bit intriguing to me at first. I still think that they're probably going to be more of like a limit spot ups type defense. Jaylen Brown, I'm not taking an over at 26.5. Honestly, dude, I think that just priced correctly on him. But Is there anyone who's kind of sticking out to you on the Boston side of things? Because I'll tell you one thing that I'm waiting for. I don't know why we don't have a prop on him yet. I want to buy low on Jared McCain, dude.
Yeah.
I don't think has he scored this year?
I actually don't know. I know he's played very little minutes, right?
Yeah, Jared McCain stats.
I don't think he's played more than like 16 or something at this point.
No.
Oh, you can actually do it on Props Madness. You can see guys who don't have lines now, which is dope. Have you seen that?
Oh,
where it says, then you can even just look at them there. That's like the best update. So
yeah, that's fire.
And you can see the closing line, that 7.5 right there on the left of where your cursor is right now. It's like right under minutes. That 7.5 number is the closing line from the last game that he played, which is dope.
So we're probably going to get a 5.5 here, 5.5, 4.5 or something on Jared McCain. I'm just going to be honest. I'm probably going to blindly bet it, dude. I think he gets going.
I love it. You think this is the game?
I think it is, dude. I love treating this stuff like a market. When someone is coming off of like terrible shooting games, we're obviously going to get a super low line, bro. Jared McCain's a bucket. Like, even if he plays 12 minutes, like, dude, he should go over 4.5 points.
He should. I totally agree. I mean, I don't know if this is the game. I don't know. I'm not saying it's not. I just don't know, and I don't have anything pointing me towards it. Where like I'm like, ooh, like easy minutes at the end in a blowout, some kind of thing like that might make me feel better about it. But either way, like. What you said is the most important thing, which is like the when you talk about Jaylen Brown's price being fair, when you talk about trying to find an inefficiency in the market because the price isn't taken into consideration, whatever, like that's basically it, right? That's all we can do. And for Boston, especially since you asked me, like, do you have anything for Boston at first? I'm like, no, because the market is exactly where it should be for all these guys. Like, even if you like Peyton Pritchard tonight, there's nothing telling you that he's going to get more than 15, 16 points tonight. And that's where his line is. And it's the same for like Derek White, or I'm almost like when he was at 29.5 PRA consistently to start the season, I was like, I understand there's nobody else, but Derek White is not 30 PRA a game when he's your 1A or 1B rather. Like, it's not how it works for him. He needs to be your fourth best player. And then the world is his oyster. But like, he's not better than your second best player. He's better than your fourth best player. That's why I just like the under for him. Everything's too fair for them. And then without Embiid for Maxey, that would be the place I'd want to go. Just like, this dude's going for the scoring title. He's going to be out there for 40 goddamn minutes, which is insane that he's playing that much. He's probably going to have 7-8 assists. And like, he'll probably have like 3-4 rebounds because he's out there for so long. It's just all so high that it's like, even if I take that, I am relying on thin margins for such a high number, basically. So,
yeah. One thing too about, I believe Boston's a very poor defensive rebounding team. Yeah, they're allowing the fifth most offensive rebounds. So Drummond's stuff could be a little bit interesting, I think.
Is he still plus like 180 for a double-double?
He is plus 195, plus 214 at Novig. Yeah. I think that's a good bet.
Because to your point, if Boston's bad at limiting offensive rebounds, then his points are going to come with those offensive boards, right?
Yep. And he did play 35 minutes last game without JoJo, and then 28 too. Like Drummond,
the 35, I think, was the like go up against your old team. We'll give you as much time as you want kind of thing.
Little revenge game against
that game. But I do think like 28 should be the projection for him tonight.
Yeah, let's see. Joel, what was he last year with 26? Like 26 to 35 minutes on the double-double. Jeez, dude. He
Yeah.
was ass.
Look at the rebounds versus points on that. How many was it because he didn't get 10 points? Like hella times it was because he didn't get the 10 points. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Oh my
got 10
God.
points one damn time.
Yeah, that's brutal, dude. That's brutal.
So that's why I was going for the double-double, and I was like, I don't know, man. Like, if I would have to take the rebounds. I could also see him not getting minutes against the Celtics because of like they're just all 3-point shooters except for when Neemias Queta's out there. So like, I don't know. Doesn't seem like needs to play 28, but yeah. And the question about from Cat Daddy about Anthony Simons is the same as it is for Pritchard. I have nothing telling me Anthony Simons is going to score more than 14 points, which is where his number is always going to be at, you know?
Yep. Agreed. There's some Maxey thoughts here. Last thoughts on here on Maxey, and then we'll move on because we got a couple more games, especially some ones I want to hit on. But I know Boston was super aggressive on Maxey last game. I mean, he played 44 minutes. Yes, JoJo did play, but he only got up 16 field goal attempts. I believe that's like his lowest mark. He absolutely dropped them off in game one. Joe Mazzulla sometimes will face guard guys. Joe Mazzulla is weird, man. He's really just like trying shit this year. Like,
yeah,
you can't really.
He's weird with coaching strategy, and he's just fucking weird, honestly, as well. The Maxey dimes, though, that's what he did last time against Boston. So this is the other thing that's keeping me from betting on Maxey is in that last game versus Boston, he had 14, right? What was it? Was that say 12 potentials?
12 potentials.
Yeah. So like it's all weird to me for him. Like the 41.5 PRA, I get, but like I don't know what Joe Mazzulla is going to do this game for Maxey. Is he just going to face guard him and force him to pass it and give him 14 assists, or is he right? Like I don't know. So yeah.
I personally think that he is. I mean, did Boston win that game? Boston won that game last time.
Yep.
Now there's no Embiid. I think they're going to be really aggressive on Maxey, but that's baked into the line, dude. I mean, he's had 33 points this year. Nick Nurse runs this dude to the fucking ground every game. It's ridiculous.
Yep. He wants to. They said that they were going to do that at the beginning of the year. So like that's why I bet on him 100 to 1. I got 95 to 1 for him to be leading scorer of the season. She is right now.
Yeah, dude, that's looking really good. And Embiid's hurt too now.
That's looking good. Yeah, which was always going to be the case.
So Josh, Shea's at 30 points, man. 30.5 points on FanDuel. I know the Warriors are the second worst team in isolation. They tend to be a more switch-heavy team if they can be. Obviously, no one really is just going to defend Shea straight up to an extent. But, man, whenever I see a 30.5 line, I kind of wish it was in Golden State because OKC at home, they just blow teams out left and right. But, man, I'm seeing this 30.5, and, dude, I am tempted as hell.
Yeah. What's the spread at right now if you hover over the game?
7.5. Curry's in.
Like,
so
the market doesn't think that they're going to beat this team by 10 points.
Yeah.
So if it's close, like it has to be because Steph, Jimmy, and probably SGA are going off because SGA is going to match whatever Steph does. And I like Steph. He's been on ice so he could play in this game. Like it all just sort of is leading to a really awesome OKC and Golden State matchup where Steph's just draining threes, Jimmy's doing playoff Jimmy stuff, and then SGA is just like going for 40, and AJ Mitchell is also going for like 20. So that would be the best outcome here for sure.
I agree. The Warriors actually gave the Thunder some fits last year. The Warriors obviously like are such like a movement off ball team that like some elite defenses just it catches them off guard, right? If you're just playing off-ball defense the entire time and stuff. So the Warriors did actually win both the games against the Thunder last year with Steph playing.
Yep.
So, but this is my thoughts, man. I mean, if you look at this, OKC obviously is going to leave the corners pretty wide open, but they are absolutely going to overhelp on Kuminga and Jimmy drives. So I don't see much success from them coming in the paint. Jimmy, I kind of make an exception, right? 16.5 points for Jimmy Butler, dude, in a game that, in theory...
What are we doing? What is that? I projected this to open at like 31.5 PRA. It's like 26, and now it's 27. Like, because of the points. Because they're just like, he's not going to score 20 now. Because why? Like, who? Yeah. I don't know. Like, if Jimmy wants to get his, I think he's going to get his. So,
I do too. I really like Jimmy's threes, though, personally. I think that he's going to shoot like 3 threes. He's gonna be wide open in the corner, man. Like that's just what OKC does, especially because Jimmy. I think Jimmy teams kind of look at him as like a non-shooter at this point.
Yeah.
So Jimmy actually makes more. Well, he's very close to making as many threes from the corner as above the break. So
That's
I
interesting. I
really
would not
like.
have predicted that he would be like playing in the corner at all.
Yeah, he's a
But he
corner
is
camper.
yeah, corner camper sometimes. Yeah.
Best corner camper of all time, but
Yeah.
he indeed is one.
What's the RA at? DFS is asking about Jimmy RA, and I thought it was gonna be at least 10.5. But yeah, that's
Looks
probably
like
what it is, right? Oh,
9.5.
9.5. That's beatable.
Yeah, I like Jimmy's assist, man. I think 4.5. The only thing, if it's not a blowout, he's gonna get over this. I think because they'll overhelp on his drives, and Jimmy is more than willing of a passer. He
Yeah,
drives.
and yeah, the points would appear harder to come by. I still and this would be the reason to take RA and why. Like I was thinking about that when I put out an episode last night. I was really strongly contemplating the RA if it opened at like 9 or 10.5, and I just maybe I'm overthinking it, but like I just don't want to get caught in a position where it's like, no, this is the second scorer on their team, dude. Like it's not Pods and it's not Moses Moody. I promise you. So honestly, like what's Draymond's threes at? They're definitely going to leave his ass open. And if he makes one, he's going to keep firing them. So like what's old backpack shooter? Is he 1.5?
Yeah, 1.5 plus 140, dude. I don't hate it. He's gonna get up.
I don't hate it. What's he done against them real quick head to head? Like last season, did he shoot against them?
Yeah.
Come on with it.
2 for 8, 2 for 3, but 2 for 8. I mean, 8. That's a lot of volume for Draymond.
Yeah.
Lot of volume.
Don't hate it.
Yep. And they don't have Dort. Yep.
Yeah.
I think so. Caruso. So, Josh, one thing I noticed here with Caruso is
sorry, real quick. Before we get too far away from it, because you asked me about SGA, I did take him 35 plus because we started there and then we got away from it, and I did want to get that point in before we move on. But I'm taking him to match it, so I took him for 35 plus.
Okay. I like that.
All right, let's roll.
So with Caruso, man, Alex Caruso, they use him in important games and they save him in shitty games. Like if you literally look against the Pelicans 12 minutes, the Wizards 17 minutes, the Clippers, they won by margin, but 24. Sacramento, they won by margin. I think this could be like a big Caruso game, man. Just like a big minute game at least. Like I think that he's pretty safe because he's genuinely like their third best player, right? They just save him because he's kind of injury prone. He's kind of
you mean best player alongside the stars?
Yeah.
Best role player. That's better. Yeah. Okay, I like. Yeah.
So I'd probably have him at 24 or 25 minutes, man.
Right.
His PA, dude, this is with 21 to 27 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe do you think he chases around Steph? Because if he does,
that would be. I think Kayson does. I still don't think Caruso starts, right? Like I think it's AJ Mitchell's in there, and then I think AJ Mitchell is basically J-Dub to this team's offense at this point and how they play him. So he's locked in, and then Kayson for sure it starts on Steph, and then so we got and then the other three, and then SGA and the two bigs. So Golden State's playing tomorrow as well, but they're going all out. What's that?
Yeah. Which is a little bit scary, right? Because Steve Kerr will just if it gets to the point, right, it would have to get to the point of a blow, but Steve Kerr will absolutely throw in the towel.
He will throw in the towel, but here's the thing, the strategy doesn't really lend itself to him throwing in the towel tonight. The strategy lends itself to him going balls to the wall for this game, knowing he doesn't have to play Steph, Draymond, or Jimmy tomorrow if he doesn't feel like it. And at least one or two of them will definitely be sitting. So he's going to run them 30 plus for sure. Right. I think they'd have to be down 20 with 8 minutes left for him to throw in the towel. I don't think he's throwing it in the end of the third or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just my experience with the Dubs in that sense. But
who do Golden State guys guard on defense? Kaminga on SGA, dude, that's going to be ugly.
This is that's
actually he's gonna foul him so damn much, dude.
Yeah. That was part of my write up. Yeah, that was part of my write up for SGA was he's going to the line 10 times tonight.
I actually don't hate Kaminga under PR because he's not scoring in the paint. If he makes threes, you kind of just have to tip your cap, right?
Do we think he's guarding SGA?
Jimmy's not. He's too old.
You don't think it's Jimmy?
I don't think so, dude. Because he's more of an off-ball guy too.
Let me do this real quick. So we got the Dub. Let me look at the Thunder game last year, and just see if we can see who guarded whom, whatever. Let's do verse the Dubs.
AJ Mitchell. I
Yeah,
kind of think this reeks of a check game too. I don't. It reeks of a Thunder
that's
small
what I'm
ball.
scared of. That's why I wanted to go in on AJ Mitchell, and Chet is just lurking over there, taking 12, 14 shots and like ready to hit like 18, 19 shot attempts. You know what I mean? Like that is really sticking to my freaking craw. Yeah. So let's see. January 29th, that Jimmy still wasn't around. But January 29th was a good game. Dubs won by 7. And everybody played. So if we go to matchups, I'm going to put SGA on offense real quick. And that was with J Dub, obviously. So this is not that reliable, but see, that's the other thing that always weirds me out is like Gary Payton Jr. is also just sitting around. Like, what if he randomly starts because Kerr's just like that? And then he's out there to guard SGA because he was out there in the last game strictly for that purpose.
That's gonna happen, bro. That actually, now that you said that, that like made me think, and it's like Gary Payton's definitely gonna play, and they're gonna leave him butt naked too.
So annoying, dude. It's so annoying, honestly. Yeah. And see here, this is why I took Steph. Steph won't have a minutes limit Tuesday because he's been on ice for that. That's on Twitter. It just came up, and like he's been on ice, and he's been on like a minutes limit anyway, unless they need him, and they're gonna need him. So yeah, I think I might hit that Steph 30 plus with that news.
Yep. I like that. Okay. Is there anything else in this game?
I like your thought real quick. Like, I don't have anything based on the box score from the past to be like, yo, it's going to be this guy or that guy guarding SGA. But if GP2 does not start, then yeah, I think it's either Kuminga or it's I guess if Moody won't be starting, right? So it's gonna be Steph, Jimmy, Draymond, Pods, and I guess Post maybe if they want to do with the double bigs.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, man. That's why I just bet on the stars at this point. And the last point about Caruso real quick before we get too far too is like, if you look at what he does in 24 minutes, it doesn't seem like it's really counting stats. He's not, even when you give him because I agree that I've been looking for Caruso in the spots where I know he's going to get 24. And it's going to be when he needs to guard another guy, especially when Dort or Wallace is out or whatever. And now got Dort out. He's playing 24. It doesn't matter. Like if you look at what he did in 24 minutes a game last year, did it really matter? Has it mattered this year? It's still like 8-point projection for me. Like it's not too sexy, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you think about Hartenstein unders? Because I don't think that seriously, like he might be a liability, man. Like, you know, they're gonna involve him on actions defensively and stuff. He can't really move well, man. Like, and if Steph's hitting threes, I could easily see like a really shitty minute game from him.
Yeah, who do you put him on? I guess you have to put him on like Quentin Post. Again, I don't know who's starting at that 5. Because if it's Draymond, then you put him on Draymond, and that's why Draymond's shooting threes, right? And if he is guarding Draymond, yeah, I don't love him to do super well. What's he done against this squad? I can't remember if it was good or not, but like he's been on a tear with the rebound chances lately, so it's tough to like fade him too much.
He hasn't played them with Chet.
Yeah,
he did pretty good to get against him, but no Chet. So I think that
when he played with Chet, he went 2 for 10. He did have 18 boards because he had 25 rebound chances. I would not be fading him on the rebounds against the Dubs when he's just bigger than everybody on the Dubs. You know.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
What's like PA under 14? Okay. Let's move to Indy, Utah. This will be the last game, I guess, unless we can do Indy, Utah or Denver, Sacramento. Do you have?
I got nothing Denver, Sacramento. Yeah, I haven't even really looked at that game.
Yeah, fuck the Kings. That weird ass team, dude. Speaking, talk about a team that's like borderline unbettable. It's like, dude, what are they doing?
Oh, without question. Just like when the Bulls had the same team that they have here, and it was unbettable. Like, what do you want me to do with this? Yeah.
I already know Nurkic's gonna nuke.
Yeah, honestly, it's crazy, but like Jazz Pacers is somehow definitely a more sexy betting conversation.
It's very sexy, dude. I love betting against the Jazz. That's for sure.
Exactly. No question.
Okay, Josh, this is kind of embarrassing. I'm on Nurkic overs, man. It looks like I got pretty good close on it though. Dude, I mean, the Pacers are a terrible rebounding team. They're terrible at paint defense. Like, honestly, dude, like I could see like a patent in like big Nurk, double game. Props, man, it's kind of lagging a little bit right now, but I got this at 20.5 for his PR, and no Kevin Love. He's really like the only center on the team right now. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. What about the assists? Did you like those? Were they in there at all?
just
Yeah,
better
that
use.
makes sense.
Yes, I think that his assists were at 3.5, and I felt like that was
Okay.
like a little bit high to leave
Okay.
in. Personally.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna get a better number than that.
Oh, yeah, he's sneaky handoff guy. But Josh, are you on anything for Pacers Jazz?
I really want to bet on Ace Bailey PR. Now that he's in the starting lineup, getting like high 20s. He played 28 last game against the Timberwolves. This is an easier matchup. I didn't bet it because I'm still just a little bit like I don't know the Jazz rotation, not totally sure about it. That would be the Jazz player I'd be looking at. I wanted to bet Isaiah Collier. Somehow he got 7 assists in 16 minutes last night. But when I saw the 16 minutes after betting him over 5.5 and it cashed, but it was 16 minutes, I'm like, I'm not playing that every time if I don't know what his minutes are. So I just don't feel like I understand Will Hardy's rotation to start like gambling on like Ace Bailey and stuff. But Nurk makes total sense. They don't have another center. It's partly why I like Ace Bailey boards as well. Like I think he's just going to be a big out there. Some Filipowski, I guess. But
I believe they ruled out Taylor Hendricks and Kevin Love.
Yeah.
So he should get a lot of minutes at the 4, maybe even like small ball 5 stuff. Genuinely, like honestly, like it wouldn't shock me. I guess they have Filipowski.
Yeah,
but yeah, I agree completely.
No question.
So Josh, real quick, going back to, I'm gonna make that Towns play official. The Brunson, they're starting Shamit, man. So he's gonna get guarded by Landale. Jaren really doesn't have anyone to help off on. So I'm going to quick go to Karl Anthony Towns on this and create a little bet slip. Have you seen this before?
No, I haven't used that at all.
Okay, it's pretty cool. So you can kind of just like type in what you want, and they bring up all the odds, and you can send in like a little bet slip too. So looks like the best numbers at Novig. So I'm going to lock that in, guys. Make sure to get Novig. Josh, do you use Novig at all?
Yeah, I'm California man.
Oh, yes, you got to.
Yeah.
See, Novig is clutch, guys. You're in California, Texas, whatever, Florida. If you're betting before tip, man, when there's a lot of liquidity, I mean, dude, I can guarantee Novig probably has best price to market at like, 30% of the props. So highly recommend checking that out, guys. Use code BETTIN, spend $5 there. They'll give you 50 to play with.
Yeah.
Okay. So cat stuff. And Josh, you want to? So I'm actually going to send out this cat one to my group. Yeah. Do you want to quick talk on some Jazz stuff real quick?
No, I mean, for the only thing we didn't talk about was the Pacers. I would say like the any big against the Pacers right now is going to be incredible without Kessler. They went from like one of the best rim defenses to the worst, basically. So I think like Pascal's probably in line for a big game. I don't know what to do with Isaiah Jackson or like Jay Huff or any of that crap. So I'm just out because like Carlisle plays them both like 18 to 20 minutes randomly. I have no idea. But it would be Pascal to like get boards, like maybe like a double. And then not Neesmith, Nembhard on the assist. It's 7.5. His potentials have been at like 14 since he came back. It's the Jazz, and at point guard getting assists against the Jazz. That's just a wagon the last couple of years. So that's really it in that game. It's not like I'm going to watch that game. So it would just be to try to get some Pacer stuff down probably.
Yeah. I did not going to lie. I'm going to watch that game. I got some big Nurk stuff. I'm on Nembhard PA. I said, well, okay. Why do you like Nembhard's assist? Just curious. Is it just like
it's the Jazz? It's the Jazz. Yeah. Just everyone who wants to get dimes against them. I get adding the points in there. Nembhard scares me not in the playoffs almost. Like, I don't know sometimes with dude, but yeah, no, I like the dimes a lot, and I end up just staying away because he scares me sometimes in the regular season. But is that like your top two looks there?
Yep, it is. Those are my two officials from that. So yeah. I'm on like Nembhard. Nembhard's been chucking, man. So McConnell's back, but dude, right. he's old as hell, bro. Like he's coming off of like a pretty severe hamstring where they like ruled him out for like a month initially.
Yeah.
So I really don't see McConnell.
Did you see the Shamit starting and then that caused you to fire Cat?
Yeah, I was waiting for that. I just wanted to make sure that Jaren wasn't going to be able to camp in the paint all game and clog shit up with Hart in there. So
Yep.
Cat PR is an official, guys. I'll quick I kind of forgot that I was on this, but let me share this bet slip if you guys want to tail it. Let me quick. It's going to create a link. Makes it nice and easy for you guys to tail if you guys are into that stuff. So, which obviously you guys are. You're listening to a fucking betting live stream.
You guys are into betting on sports. Yeah.
TJ's younger than.
Damn, that might be
Yeah.
true. Nah, he's
Yeah.
probably a year older than me. He's
Daft,
definitely
I know
younger than
you're.
Yo,
Any unders?
Daft did get real quick. I don't know if you said anything. I don't know if he told you. Daft got a strike on YouTube for talking about betting.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm gonna share this when I record tonight. But he is still sharing free plays on his like winnable free thing. So Daft, if you're in there, I don't know, like you can like let people know. I'll let people know tonight. Just let me know like whatever you want me to tell him. But like that's all I know is like he has a free winnable. It's like still posted everywhere on his stuff, like his YouTube channel. That's maybe you can't access that, but there's ways to get his winnable stuff. And that's, like I said, all free. So it's the same as watching a video. You just get the write-up and the bet.
Oh, jeez, dude.
Tough times, man. We got to build some good karma in case it happens to us, bro. So you got to lift people up right now.
Yeah, holy shit. That just like things that just stresses me out thinking about that. I'm not even gonna like say shit about YouTube.
I know. But YouTube's the greatest. It's the GOAT. Yeah, I worship at the altar of YouTube.
Yep, I
do not want the algorithm picking up saying negative stuff about the GOAT right now. I'm just
TikTok's the worst, man. I don't know if you're like on TikTok, dude, but they are the worst right now.
Easy, no question. No question.
Dude, like that's honestly good old X, man. Good old X. If you guys are listening to this on X, you can kind of say whatever the hell you want on X, and like you'll just be chilling.
Yeah,
even if it's out of pocket.
Yep, but with the quickness.
Yeah. I just won. Oh, dude, that's why, Daft. That's why. They're just hating on you. They said this dude's. It was a hit from FanDuel.
Yeah. Damn, that's tough, bro. They put a hit on him, dude.
Sucks. You could have been victory lapping the hell out of your thumbnails and shit, too.
That's tough. Damn.
It actually does suck, man.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Josh, we're at the 45-minute threshold. I just want to say thank you for coming on, for real. It's always great chopping it up, talking hoops, fun time. But do you got anything to say before we head out?
No, man. I'll look to get you on a live show when I can. Just haven't done that many, but had a lot of stuff going on with like a website that put together for landyourbets.com and all that. So it's like running, and now I can start to focus on not admin website crap. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing that, like, if people want to check out, there are some projections and stuff up on there. But other than that, yeah, just trucking away with the YouTubes and whatnot.
Yes, sir. And guys, make sure to check out Land Your Bets on YouTube. I do have it linked down below. If you guys are on YouTube, make sure to check it out. Follow him on X too. It's JL Boogie, right? Not Land Your Bets.
On Twitter, yeah.
Yep. Okay, perfect. Good. Check him out. If you guys like my content, you're gonna like his even more because it's way better than mine.
Appreciate you.
Okay, sweet. Well, yep. Do appreciate everyone joining in tonight. Yes, sir. Daft is questionable or out for a little bit. You got a little hammy going on. It happens, man. Yeah. Just load management.
I know.
Okay, cool. Well, do appreciate everyone tuning in. If you don't mind, make sure to hit that like, sub on your way out. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Catch you guys tomorrow.